Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XII on the MysteriousSJG. We're going to give back the medallion scraps we've got. I've already read up on what we do next, so I shouldn't be switching back and forth between the game and the FAQ so much. So let's move forward. Oh ho, we found the dull fragment of the medallion. Well, are you going to hand it over here or not, eh? Thank you. I cannot imagine what you endured to obtain this. You have my gratitude. Oh ho, you have the grimy mech fragment. Whoa, hand it over, asshole. Thank you. I cannot imagine. Blah blah. This is the fourth and final fragment. These once made up the medallion of bravery, fortune abudis, you know. Such medallions were only given to those who had demonstrated their bravery. I should think you have proven yourself. Yes. Should the mood strike you, you should come to Nabudis. If he also deems you worthy, we may have a new medallion bearer. Yes. Well, it is high time I be off. You have been a tremendous aid, my boy. Thank you. Oh, he just teleports. A curious fellow he is. I wonder what all this business is about, eh? Still, you've come this far, my boy. You might as well see it through. Guru Vegan, you say? Well, I didn't actually say that, but whatever. Alright, well, that really probably could have just done that at the end of the last video, but it is what it is. So the fastest way to get to the crystal is going to be... yeah, this bottom one here. So we need to go this way, and that'll land us right by the crystal. We're actually going to teleport to Nabudis, because that guy said he had two kind of assistants who were off with the medallions, and they'd lost them, and... there is a third medallion, but I think we talk to this guy in Nabudis before we do anything about it. And we can go to the Deadlands. That is probably the fastest, even though the enemies there are nasty. That would be the fastest way. So we just want to go south and then west. This is one of the nastier little bits of map in the game. Emerald Titan. Tommy the Emerald Titan. Titanic Tim the Emerald Titan. Penelo, you triggered an old bug trap, you silly girl. What are you doing? Anyway. Can't teleport here, but at least we can get rid of the oil bug trap. Get a new save going in case our next path through the Necrohall or Deadlands is deadly. And now that I think about it, you never know when you'll just like accidentally trigger a trap that really screws you up and have a... it was probably not likely, but it was possible I would like get a party wipe in the Deadlands there. So I probably should have saved to avoid having to redo any of that stuff. But here's these two fellas hanging out. I've spoken with Rockin' Mo and Rockin' Moo, and we are in agreement. The hero we have waited for is you. But I'm not Van. You guys keep cutting to Van for these sequences. The Medallion of Bravery has spoken to Rockin' Moo. The Medallion of Love has spoken to Rockin' Moo. They both speak your name. Well, the Medallion of Love, I know. The keys must go to you. And now it becomes Van, right? Yep. 2 years ago, Nethside destroyed the city. From the whirling mist left in the wake of destruction, three fell beasts emerged. Humbaba, Fury, and Chaos. Beasts with strength enough to lay waste to the entire world, loosed by Hume Rage. How we hate you guys. We survived the fall of Nabudis and found the beasts waiting. After battle spanning many days, we at last sealed them within the ruins. We changed the keys of the seals into medallions, secreted them away where they would remain safe. But the mist in the ruins grows deeper with each passing day. In time, the bonds will weaken and break. We will not be able to repel them again. We must see the medallions in the hands of a hero who will defeat these beasts. So you trap them with the mist where they can grow stronger? If I'd been here fighting them back when they first popped out, I probably could have beaten them easy. Prophecy foretold the coming of a hero, and a hero has come. Medallions of love and bravery have named you that hero. Only the medallion of might remains. In fact, it waits here in the Nibrodes Deadlands. Nibrodes. The medallion of might rests within a small shrine in a holy place we call Overlooking Eternity. There it waits for the hero to find it. Once a bridge rose from here to the holy place, but it is no more. You must cross the Deadlands afoot to reach it now. By searching this holy place, you will prove you are worthy of the medallion of might, hero. There, in Overlooking Eternity, we will await your coming. Rockin' and Rockin' Moo, let's go. Rockanishu. Anyway, this is actually the place up here, and it's where we had what has so far remained the most difficult hunt mission we've had. Not necessarily the most objectively difficult, but the one we had the hardest time with, which was... oh, somebody's using ethers in their gambits. Don't necessarily... Yeah. Oh. How many... Well, I mean, I can't worry about it too much because... she wasn't at a place... We haven't been using her that long, but I am now worried about my inventory. How many ethers have I got? How long has she just been popping ethers at random and I didn't notice? High ether 17. We only have 47 X potions. Yeah, I was a 63 ethers. Well, we definitely need to do a little shopping. But we also have ridiculous amounts of money, so it should be okay. We got a sturdy bone. We don't like meat, but we sure like the bone. Sorry. This is a horrible pop song from like the 90s. I love that the guy came in and did his cool flippity kick. This is a party that earlier I would not have been able to just frame skip against. Or I could, but it would have potentially gone very poorly. So we've definitely gotten stronger, although in this game it has... Your equipment usually has a lot bigger an impact on things than your level. Because equipment just like flat out gives you hit points, not just armor value, but your hit points increase from equipment. So I believe it's somewhere up here I should find the path. Yeah. Oh, I hate these guys. She's got disease, which is kind of an annoying status ailment. In this game, it's not easily cured. But I should have enough... Yeah. I don't know that you can buy serum anywhere, but I've collected enough of it periodically over time to be able to use one without it being a huge deal. But I do in general want to avoid guys hitting those traps. Oh, sorry. Not that I want to fight a bunch of these guys, it's just they're just kind of getting in the way. You will recall this holiest of places seems to have infinite spawning skeletons. Oh, great. She's got an X potion using Gambit, too. The problem is only if they have a Gambit where they just use X potions if there's nothing else to do. And I don't remember setting this Gambit. It must have had something to do with one of the big boss fights, where if there was no enemies to attack, you just pop an X potion to keep yourself alive. Even if you didn't really need one, any break. Or did I have X potion against the enemy and I switched it to self? Like, I don't remember setting that Gambit. That doesn't really seem like a useful Gambit at all. This wouldn't be a terrible place to grind for levels, except that I would want to equip the thing that gives me extra experience. I would think they might stop spawning after a while now that the boss is gone. Here we go. Oh, does it look like a frog, or does it look like one of those guys? Or do those guys look like frogs? Oh, looks like those guys. The one chosen by the medallions of love and bravery visits us. You will find the third medallion of might within this shrine. Take it. Get lost. Love and bravery. They too are keys. Keys which grant access to the great beasts that wait in the Necro Hall of Nobodies. Take them. Medallion of bravery, medallion of love. That you are here at all is proof enough of your worthiness. The medallion that sleeps in the shrine is yours. Seeing the medallions in the hands of the chosen was our final task. Now we may rest. Slay Humbaba, Fury, and Chaos. Restore silence to this Necro Hall. Nobody says, become, do this in our memory. Oh, they're like going to Maran Death City now. So they're dead already. And their ghosts were wandering around dealing with medallions. Oh, now we got the Ark of the Covenant here, or the Holy Grail, or Lusterless Medallion. And Dark-Stained Bone. Let's get out of here. At least these guys won't infinitely spawn. Oh no, you got disease too? Disease prevents you from healing, so you really don't want to be hanging around with that. I think we can still get out of here. I think hitting a save crystal will take it away. I have to deal with a further question of whether, before I go into the Necro Hall of Nobodies and fight Humbaba, Fury, and Chaos, if I feel the need to, because the save crystal might not actually get rid of this particular ailment. Never mind, it does. So the question becomes, how many X potions could we possibly need, or ethers could we need in one fight? And do we want to get out of here and buy more? Either way, this is the way to go. We actually want to head for that teleport crystal. This might not be the most efficient path, but it'll get us there eventually. Now we save here one more time. We can teleport to someplace that we think has a pretty good shop and buy Hex potions and stuff. Pretty sure they're available in Pirate Town, in Pirates World. If I were Dumbledore. Which is here. So, yeah, we're here. So you guys should be selling them now because you're merchants from late in the story. Yep. Great. Sure. Mm-hmm. Oh, maybe not. Oh, maybe. So they're not really selling what I need. But somebody in this town is, I'm pretty sure. So we'll just have to go to the next screen. Actually buy them in Pirate Town and not just from merchants outside of Pirate Town. We come to Pirate Town to sell inferior goods. Inferior to the goods that you can reliably and safely buy from pirates. The Leapin' Banger. Bacchus's wine. No particular reason not to have a bunch of this around, just in case. Gold Needle Prince's Kiss. We're probably never gonna... Oh man, ethers. Can't actually buy ethers here either. I don't know where I would go to buy ethers. So let's hope we don't need shit tons of ethers. How many do I actually have? More than 50, I hope. Yeah. I think you can buy them on the airships, possibly. I know you can. I'm almost positive you can buy them. I don't think I stocked up 68 from enemy drops and stuff of an unpurchasable support item. To that end, we'll teleport back to the Nabrui's Deadlands. And unless the I know the third and final of these bosses is an Esper, and they're pretty tough. They're probably tougher than Zeromus the Condemner, which is the toughest thing that we fought in the game so far. So this will be the new toughest thing we fought in the game, other than possibly... No, you know what? This thing... might be the toughest thing we fought in the game so far, but it may not be counted as being as difficult as Gilgamesh second form was. Either way, I don't know which of these would be considered a higher end thing to deal with. Although actually the easy way to find out is to check the Final Fantasy wiki, because they have that like survival time trial mode that I haven't used at all, where like all these boss fights come back, but they come back in a sequence that, roughly speaking, must translate into how difficult the game thinks they are. Because the later the round that a boss appears in, the tougher that the game probably thinks they are. I'm just damn lucky we didn't hit that trap. That trick trap. That's not really fair. Okay, now let's creep up again. I intentionally hit that trap, figuring that now we'll just avoid the other traps. And hope the D-Magic points come back with time. Mm-hmm. Okay, so this was completely the wrong way to go. Well, at least the MPs come back as you run around. Hug the corner, girls. Don't get into another stupid trap. This is kind of obnoxious. The music is creepy around here. So, I'm trying to remember exactly where all of these... there's one here, and there's one there, and there's one here. So, to get to... you definitely have two bosses that are like the minor bosses of this zone, and one boss that's like the major boss of this zone. What is this? Treasure chest that I'm detecting through a wall. 85 gil. Well, that was certainly worth it. Oh well. No, somebody leveled up. Or our chain leveled up. Alright, let's not waste a whole lot more time fighting these guys. Let's get out of here. We'll probably beat one of these bosses and then call it a video and have two left. Oh, and this jerk who's gonna kill all of our MPs for somebody. Except he didn't get a chance, so that's good. These guys are interesting because they try to lure you, like they lure you into attacking by only showing you one, and then the other guys are kind of hanging around in the background and rush in and get you. So if we come over here, now we have the Door of Loathing. There's a small circular depression in the door. Examine it. Medallion would fit neatly in the depression. Use the Medallion of Love. Medallion of Love. Love Medallion. Explosion, love, love, explosion. It's a reference to Sliders. What do you mean you don't remember the first season of Sliders? I barely remember the first season of Sliders. I remember Crying Man and Arturo. I don't really remember the two main characters. Oh, you would be Humbubba, I guess. Or have you already been defeated? Oh. Oh, neat. So this is the true threat. And it's Fury. Okay, so I haven't done any reading up on how to fight this guy. Let's see what happens if we just kind of fight it. Won't do anything real fancy right now. I'll try to cast a spell, because they always start out with some kind of buffs. Well, it looks like it's not really that big of a threat right now anyway. Because it killed Humbaba. Well, I thought it was Humbaba. It's not. We'll fight the real Humbaba later, I'm sure. It's all Blood Bowl, so I don't have to worry about keeping it alive. It's going for the Bunny Slam. I think we're just over prepared for this one. But definitely these bosses are not supposed to be as bad as the ones that are yet to come. The one you're supposed to be worried about is Chaos. Who literally is, I believe, supposed to represent the final boss, the original Final Fantasy. So that's confused. Well, whatever gets rid of Berserk. Oh, you know what? Oh no, she's the one who uses the spell. What the hell? Maybe we'll just let her be Berserk for a while and see what happens. Now it's Berserk. Problem is, of course, that Penello's berserked and she's our healer, so once she comes back, she won't be berserked anymore. Come on, it's almost dead, ladies. Just finish it off. She can't. Okay, it seems silly, but let's use a quickening. Because I'm gonna retreat out of here and hit the save anyway, so we might as well. Probably overkill here, but no holds barred. Get ready to take on Zeus, later known as Z Gangsta. That makes sense, right? Sure. All of you guys are clearly familiar with the 1990s, maybe late 80s Hulk Hogan film No Holds Barred. Perhaps even to this day, his finest film. I don't know how long I'm going to carry this thing on, because it feels like, oh, well, I'm not going to carry it on very long at all if I hit the wrong button to do my refresh. But yeah, I feel like this boss was almost already defeated, so. But the bunny representing Fury is kind of fun. Fran must enjoy that. And, you know, it's a little bit of a Monty Python flavor. See, I got in a recharge, and then I switched to a different attack anyway. Brilliant tacticians. A brilliant tactician I am. Not much of a speaker, apparently, but... So, just keep pounding on it, and this will... We'll almost certainly end up now getting some kind of shot from one of these as our thumbnail preview. The YouTube algorithm really particularly loves these shots of a character with a close-up of their face and weird glowy backgrounds.
Here goes.
Like I said, I gotta consider just letting it go, but usually I can't get too much farther than this most of the time before it runs out on me. Got less than a second right now. Getting fairly lucky with the inputs, though. 12 is usually pretty much my ceiling. Oh, tears. It's so sad that This monster of fury and rage and loathing was destroyed. So the mischarges were probably a bit of overkill, but it was getting on my nerves the way I kept killing Penelo. We could have equipped something to make us immune from Berserk status if I'd known that was going to be its status that it used. I didn't. It's okay. It worked out all right. I also could have, still could have cured her Berserk, probably by using like Bacchus wine or something. The Lustrous Medallion Keens. But I didn't. I just decided, hey, let's let Penelo just fight Berserk for a while, and it turns out that probably wasn't wise. We got a golden axe, but we hit some kind of trap. Because Penelo's Libra seems to have worn off. So now that we got golden axe, we can do a Genesis side-scroller, I guess. I do not see anything else that looks like a treasure chest around here. I believe the only one who can use really high-end axes is Van, and sure enough, this is better than what he had before. Assuming that what he had before didn't have some kind of cool elemental attack, and it doesn't. Alright, so I would just call it a video, except that I probably kind of need to end the session here, and the next time I play we'll take out Humbaba, and time permitting, we'll start in on Chaos. Chaos I am expecting to be a significantly more difficult fight than Fury or Humbaba. It's going to be a pain in the ass to get out of here quickly too. But I definitely want to go back the way I came rather than going out the other exit, because that'll take me significantly farther away from... Put it this way, if I go here, I gotta go all the way over here to get to a crystal. You know what? That's not that bad. That isn't that bad. And actually, that's where, it'll start me closer to... Yeah, coming out here will start me close. Yeah, you know what? I do want to go the other way. I'm sorry, I do, because, that'll get me closer to the next boss fight anyway. I ran right into that shit. Alright, let's get out of here. This is not going well, but... We can look at Fran's bunny butt for a while as we flee enemies instead of looking at Ash's red hot pants butt. Either way, folks, staring at butts. I guess we could be looking at Penelo's, like, long leg biker shorts pants. My main thing is just not to end up with disease, because that's an annoying one. I think this was a wrong turn. Yes, it was. This is the door to actually get to Chaos eventually. Yeah, you know that I'm you know that I'm not that worried about enemies around here anymore when I'm willing to do the frame skip, run away at speed thing, which is normally not a good idea. Oh, I guess she'd already gotten over Petrify. Alright. So I want to go south until we get to the weird, irregular bit of land here. At which point I need to cut over this way. And then go back south. Spend a good bit of time here off screen. This was, for a long time, the most valuable place to fight people for experience, because they're enemies here were pretty tough, and the loots that will occasionally respawn were pretty good. Right way or wrong way? Right way, okay. Oh, full clear of the girls. But we're on our way out, so it's kind of not that big a deal. As long as we don't die against all these traps, which is a possibility. Yeah, that was actually really... I was just being really lazy there, and it almost really hurt us. So I probably need to switch over to traps don't hurt you for the next pass. Anyway. We'll be to the orange crystal soon, and everything will be fine. Matter of fact, let's actually switch back to the Goyles. Let's equip them with the thing that makes traps not hurt. Let's equip the thing that makes pain not hurt. Pain don't hurt. So that I don't have the same kind of silliness next time. And we will, we won't be super careful on our way to Humbaba. We do need to be pretty damn careful on our way to Chaos, though, because you pretty much want to have all of your HPs when you do that, I would think. Just in case the saves are not taking, I will save at a new spot. And I don't think this little Moogle will have anything to say that I particularly want to hear, but I'll still give him a chance to talk before we call it a video. I'm lost, Cooper. Where's everybody? They didn't leave behind me, did they? Just my luck. Yeah, I'm afraid they did. Sorry, pal. Alright, guys, that's it. Next time, we'll be fighting Humbaba and possibly Chaos. Catch you then.